Hello, Daniel Thomas Sandra Daly here. This video is Karaite Noahide Faith, Keeping It Simple 2. Karaite Noahide Faith, Keeping It Simple 2. Now, it's doing the religion Noah did. It's the forefathers of Noah, Adam through to his father Lamech, Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. It's the sons of God, in a sense. The community of God, not the daughters of men, but the sons of God who kept faith in God and who walked with God. It's staying in the kingdom of God, as where God rules and God has his authority. So, Karaite Noahide faith is about being faithful to God, being loyal to God, keeping faith with God, sticking with Jehovah. It's not going into another religion which doesn't teach faith in God. It's not going into Hinduism with all its idolatries, or into Buddhism with its Buddha focus and reincarnation ideas and all sorts of strange ideas which are not true. There's probably some truth in Buddhism. There's strange ideas as well. It's not going into other religions, essentially. To keep it simple, it's not going to other false religions which don't teach the Torah truth, of the Rainbow Torah. A godly lifestyle and walking with God. It's not about abandoning God and choosing something else as human being, simply because other people who are descended from Noah have funny ideas. You don't go after those funny ideas. You stick with what the Rainbow Torah teaches. So, those funny ideas often have deities which mankind have created. False deities, because they don't really exist, and it's they're idols, so I guess you'd probably call that idolatry or something like that, or deistic worship, or some sort of weird term, deitarianism or something, deity worship, or God's worship. It's not really the truth. So to keep your faith simple in God, you keep faithful to God, and you keep faithful to the Rainbow Torah. You don't go into weird idolatrous sort of ideas, following idols and iconoclasts, humans who are presenting ideas, like Buddha the iconoclast, or Jesus the iconoclast. Jesus teaches a way to God, somewhat, but he's really just an iconoclast and a little bit of an idol himself, because people worship him as a deity. So, keeping the faith simple, you keep the faith, Keeping it simple, you stay loyal to the teachings. If you've chosen the Rainbow Torah as your religious faith, if you've chosen the covenant of Noah, and to keep faith in God and the Rainbow covenant, the sign, of course, is the rainbow, which appears in the clouds, which God looks upon and remembers his promises to keep faith with the Noahide community. You don't go off and choose something else. Part of keeping it simple is you keep it simple by reading the Rainbow Torah, and you don't choose another religion just to dilly-dally in because it gives you a spiritual thrill. But that spiritual thrill in the end is probably because there's a bit of sin in it, and you're enjoying the rush of the little bit of sin. And then the further you go into in time, you won't even keep that religion in the long term. You go off to be a sinner. The end results of all those other religions is, I don't think, terribly good for most of them in the long term. They've lasted a while, but I don't think in the ultimate life of eternity that they'll be around. Doubt it very much. Christianity in some form might survive, but it'll be where God rules. So, keeping it simple is about keeping it simple and keeping the faith. You don't become too intellectual and too wise and too enlightened that you think you know better than what the Rainbow Torah teaches. Because so many people teach evolution ideas, which are the antithesis of creationism put in the Rainbow Torah, so that they can do away with God and say God is dead and all that sort of bullshit. All that sort of nonsense. And they don't keep the faith in the end. And the end result of all that so-called science, it's really pseudoscience. The end result of all those rationalizations is that they're just going to be humans living, and they're not going to care terribly much. They won't find any meaning to life, because they just think you're just a chemical stew, and when you die, you're dead. And the end result is hope will gradually disappear. The hope which has come in from religious training in their forefathers will gradually disappear. And then they'll end up spiritually dead, and then they will be dead, because sin will eventually take hold of them, and the devil will do his duties. The serpent will come in and tempt them, and he'll conquer them. So, keeping it simple is about keeping the faith of Noah, and Adam and the forefathers and the sons of God, and staying in the scriptures and praying to God, because you call on the name of the Lord for help. And it's just following the basic teaching of the Rainbow Torah and not going astray. So keeping it simple is about just keeping the faith and not trying to be wise in your own eyes.